What? How you just... That was funny, bro. All right. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, G's and gents, peeps and cronies? Welcome to the Professor Goodfeels show, and I am Professor Goodfeels, as you know. I'm just bullshitting. But this is my boy, my brother, my friend, my comrade. He is back for another video. Everyone said a big welcome to C2understand.
C2understand.
And yes, his channel will be linked at the bottom of the YouTube description below. Also to his Instagram. So I'm just looking at the bottom. You'll find what I'm talking about. But I actually have a question for you today. Because this is something that we've also talked about on and on, you know what I'm saying? And it's something that's important to me because I used to be just sit at home and kind of just play the game and not really have purpose. I used to just exist. And I've spoken about this on my channel to y'all before. And I just want to get another opinion on it. You know, how important do you think purpose is to us as people, as a human being, as a race, as our day-to-day lives go? From people who just sit down and do nothing or just fester in a sense and not really live out their potential, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You've seen it before.
I really truly believe that as individuals, sometimes it takes time for us to understand what our true purpose is, and sometimes it even takes the right person to be brought inside of our lives for us to even see the greatness within ourselves. Because if you think about it throughout life, sometimes I do feel as if, for me, I guess I got a lot of my encouragement from the fact that I've seen so many other people do things. Like, some people are different, but for me, I've met people that are multimillionaires. I've met individuals that were doctors, nurses, own their own businesses. I've met individuals like that. I've even met people that never even went to college that put in the effort and the time to build up businesses. Mm-hmm. You know, I think I did tell you about that time I had met an individual where he had one job in his life, and he actually made a business off of it because he actually was making $20 an hour, paid the other dudes $7.25 an hour, and then he kept the other 13, made an investment. You know,
yeah, because it seems like a lot of people in your job field, y'all come in contact with just some of these, I guess you could say, Dan Pena, he calls them high performance people.
Yeah.
You come across so many people. And I actually would like to just talk to them and kind of get a feel for those people who just decided to say, hey, I don't want to just stay where I'm at, but I want to keep going. I want to expand beyond that. And it's interesting, some of the stories you just told me, and I kind of compare them to certain people who I've been around, certain other people I've interacted with, and some of the other high performers that I've been around, and also to myself, because I listen to kind of measure them up. And they have such a different way of thinking. And I'm just like, what made you really want to pursue this? You know, because I think everybody has that point in life where they just like evolve or die, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because if you just existing, in a sense, you kind of already did because you're not living. I kind of feel that way.
It's really of a where do I really see myself in the next 10 years? And you can ask someone that, and they don't really know. I mean, I even will go based off the fact that I've met individuals that said, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a nurse. They may look at the fact of they see their mom or dad or, you know, family work harder, and they want a better life for themselves. It just depends. Sometimes I feel like it's a necessary need. It's a need. It's something that you feel like that you need in your life. It's something that's calling to you that makes you want to do better in life. And I feel like that could be a calling card to really figure out your purpose, you know. But for some people, they don't necessarily sometimes have that. I don't think they do.
And I think a lot of people, like, I think that calling that we get in life, and I'm just gonna speak purely also too for me, but it knocks on our door, but sometimes I think we're afraid to answer it because of what mom and dad may think of us, because of what some of our so-called friends may think of us, what people around us, just what our community and our society would think of us about us pursuing certain things. I think every single person on this planet has a purpose, otherwise they wouldn't be here. But we get so caught up in the societal norms, you know what I'm saying, of just like, oh, this doesn't look right. This doesn't feel right. Say, for example, during the whole election thing, and I'm going to continue to use this as an example. Some people may go for one side, some people may go for another side, but those people are criticized by the opposite side. So some people may feel like, okay, I just don't want to get involved. I'm just going to stay in my shell. But when you're doing that, though, you limiting yourself to the borders of your own shell, to the borders of your mind. Because if you perceiving these other people's judgment as superior to yours, or you feel like, okay, they're always going to know what's best, and you don't take a chance on your own dreams or your own ideas, then you miss your purpose. You know what I'm saying? You don't answer that door when that purpose knock on you and say, hey man, this is something I think we should do. This is something I really want us to focus on. So a lot of people just skip past it, and they just exist, and they just keep doing what everybody else is doing. I was listening to a speech with Earl Nightingale, and he said, you know, a lot of people, a lot of business owners and stuff like that, a lot of just, we'll take school. Typically the trends are what people follow. That's why a lot of people dress the same. That's why they use the same language. That's why they almost do the same exact things. And nobody really reaches outside of that norm to find their own creativity, to find their own interest, and say, I want to put my soul into this. Because I think purpose is something that's bigger than us. When we find something that's bigger than us, we go ham, we go hard, we go in, and we go 100%. We go plus ultra. You know what I'm saying? We trying to go in on it. And that's really that challenge I think some people are afraid of, because hard work can also take the form of just being present during the moment while the things that you really want to happen haven't come yet. That patience to get there is the hard work, and that patience is what scares people to say, okay, I ain't really want to mess with this that much.
Yeah. And I mean, just really getting back into it, I mean, you have some individuals where it's like they do feel a lot of discouragement, like you said. Criticism for other people could sit there and kind of keep you inside of a bind, so to say. There's individuals in college right now that I've already personally met that said that they actually hate what they're trying to pursue right now, because they don't feel like that it's not them, it's not for them. It's the fact that my parents going to kick me out, or someone's going to criticize me, or they're gonna call you a disgrace, you know, for, you know, some of my Indian brothers out there, you know, you're a disgrace, you know, get out of my house.
I have heard that too,
you know?
Especially when it comes to certain foreign people or whatever. Like, if you don't meet this standard, this criteria, then in some cases you banned from the family almost. Like, they look at you like you different. I heard of people telling me these stories, and I'm like, damn, just because nigga you don't like physics, like that's some bullshit. But and it's just so many different reasons why it's so many different reasons why I've seen people chase false purpose. That status quo purpose, that, oh, I look good in front of you purpose. And that is what I think damns so many people into living lives of mediocrity, regardless of their bank accounts, regardless of how many women or men they with or how popular they are. I still personally see a certain sense of unfulfillment there, because they're not doing what the soul is calling for, so the body is suffering.
They're typically just not happy. I had a friend of mine I had met in the past when I was in college. He was a gay dude, and real cool guy though, real cool. He told me his mom wanted him to be a doctor, so he's up there in school just working his way up because his parents was trying to force him to be a doctor. Long story short, he was really talented with threads. He knew how to make certain type of clothing because he really wanted to get inside of clothing. Come to find out, one of his designs basically had got found by a designer that actually bought it from him. He got a couple grand off of it. Come to find out, one of those designers actually was Kanye West's designer. Bam. You know, and it's amazing seeing the fact that it's like, dude, why are you here? You're not really living in your purpose of what you really want to do with yourself. But it's really amazing when you kind of meet certain individuals where they gravitate to you. I'm like, wow, like God's sending you individuals where it's like you get to meet them, see their story, and it's like there are some people out there where it's like they're not living in their passion, and some are, you know, while also still trying to satisfy other means of what my family may feel or think. But when they kind of get out of that and they're just focusing on what they have to do, you'll get a lot further.
Yeah, because I think when you focus on what it is that you want to do and live out your purpose, I feel like life will just open the doors for you and help you get to where you need to be in ways that you don't think about. It's like when you really want to live out something and you really got passion for something, you really got some drive for something. It's funny that, oh, you may be going to the store one day and you just so happen to meet Jacques or whatever somebody may be, and they say, "Hey, I'm into this field too." You just so happen to be at that perfect moment at that perfect time to really meet somebody who can also who also wants to help amplify that dream. Life will put you in them situations because I've done it in ways again that I just wasn't privy to during a particular time. It's just, what do you want to do? So, is there anything else you want to add to that?
No, not so much. It's just more so of just sometimes it's going to be hard for you to discover your purpose, but I feel like think about things that you may be talented in, think about things that you would want to do or that you see yourself doing, and try to put into perspective of what you could do or what can you do, and just start working from there. Because like I said, sometimes finding your purpose isn't always easy, but it's in you already. So I mean, just keep searching and discovering more things about yourself, and you'll find what that is you're looking for, because it's already in you.
Yeah, and enjoy the ride too. Trust me when I'm telling you, yes, it can be difficult, but it's all about your attitude and how you perceive it. The attitude and the vision that you have. Mm-hmm. Because that vision, that end point, I'm telling you, once you actually see that come to light, it's going to all be worth it. All the pain, all the everything, all the patience, all the criticism. And one thing I learned about people who criticize, they always doing worse. These are people who I've just come to understand that aren't happy with what they're doing, so they need to put someone else down to make them feel better. Keep doing you. Keep being the best you can be for the whole wide world to see y'all. It's a damn good day out here, y'all. Y'all take it easy. Again, Professor Goodfeels, my boy C2understand. I will link at least his Instagram, because I don't know if is your YouTube finished yet?
No, I'm not finished with it yet.
Okay, well, I will link his Instagram down to the bottom of the description below. Y'all be sure to check him out. Daily inspiration, you know what I'm saying, motivation. He also does his own personal videos, y'all. We doing it Godzilla, humongous big out here. Y'all take it easy, stay smooth like butter, slick like her grease. This is Professor Goodfeels. I was going to do the thumb. I can't do it, Corey. I'm sorry, I can't do the... I can't.
You can't.
I am here.
Take that video.